Namaste, my dear friends. Greetings to all of you, and we are now in the 5th video of the 5 important lessons of the Yogarahasya of Nāthamuni, a text from the 8th and 9th century that is composed by the great Maharishi Nathamuni, one of the ancestors in our tradition and one of the key teachers of the Viniyoga parampara. The last thing that I want to share in this series is presented in the 3rd and the 4th chapters of Yogarahasya of Nāthamuni. The Nāthamuni talks about yoga as a spiritual practice. We all think that yoga is for the body, yoga is for the mind, but actually Nāthamuni says, well, no, yoga is also for the spirit. And yoga, he's saying that we cannot fulfill our dharma if yoga is not helping us. And for us to fulfill our dharma is actually our spiritual purpose. Spiritual purpose is not something that we are just going and praying in a temple. That prayer should actually help us to fulfill our dharma. And in order for us to fulfill our dharma, we have been given these vehicles such as the body, the senses, the mind, etc., which are refined continuously through yoga practices, through what is called the samskaras, so that the Purusha is able to fulfill its destiny, its dharma. And only when we fulfill our dharma, we are actually going to be liberated. Otherwise, we are going to be born again and again with many more chances to complete this objective that we have been given to fulfill. And that's what he talks about in the last chapter, that yoga as a spiritual practice. And he says, if we don't fully do yoga as a spiritual practice, we are not really practicing yoga. Yoga is not a body practice, my dear friends. Yoga is not a mental practice, but yoga is ultimately the practice for the spirit, by the spirit. Even moving your body, for example, who is moving it? A dead body cannot move, but a body that has a spirit that is alive can move. So even our movement should not be for the physical body's sake, but for the sake of our spirit, and should be from the spirit that is lying deeply in our heart. So in the last 2 chapters, there are so many beautiful philosophical concepts that Nathamuni presents that highlights the role of yoga as a spiritual practice in our path for liberation. Remember, my dear friends, we all practice yoga towards liberation. It's not for getting a flexible body, it's not for getting a sharp mind. Those are good side effects of the process. But the ultimate purpose of yoga is to find liberation, spiritual liberation, and that is only done when we are fulfilling our dharma. And that is why the practices of yoga are there to help us have a healthy body, healthy mind, healthy spirit, so that we can fulfill our dharma that we were destined to do. So this is a very, very valuable and important teaching of Nathamuni, a reminder that we practice yoga as a spiritual practice. Please start your spiritual journey now, my dear friends. Namaste. Namaste, my dear friends. I am Kausthub Desikachar of the Viniyoga tradition, and if you have come to this point of our video, it means that you have enjoyed our videos. And if you would like to support us even more by clicking the subscribe button and also clicking on the bell notifications icon, then you will give us a wonderful sign that you are interested, that we keep continuing to make such remarkable videos and share with you, so that this knowledge can spread all across humanity for the benefit of humanity. In this moment where we are in history, we are in an important time where sharing such sacred and precious knowledge becomes very, very useful, and that is what motivates us to keep doing this every week. And we really hope that you enjoy watching this, and please feel free to share it with your friends, share it in your circles so that many people can benefit from this. We love you, our fans, our students and our friends, and we look forward to seeing you in yet another video of our channel. Namaste.